I feel like the winners of I'm A Celeb are boring. It has been a bland series, a bland winner.
It's the jewel in ITV's crown, as Flick says, and they can't have it going the same way as Strictly.
Spotify has absolutely schooled me.
Like, we're very much in our flop year.
This is Showbiz Fix, your destination for the inside scoop on all our celebrity exclusives and the biggest entertainment stories you're talking about this week. We'll get into the Brazier family drama and our Spotify Wrapped ages. But first, another sign that 2025 is coming to a close. I'm A Celebrity's final is this weekend. I was so shocked that Ruby Wax went last night. For me, she was a finalist for sure.
I mean, she gives so much. She's so funny. She's so quick-witted. She's always stirring the pot. I'm quite disappointed that she's left so early, to be honest.
I know. Why do you think that is?
I think fan base wise, she probably doesn't have a lot of people voting for her. I'm sure the producers are a bit gutted as well. But we've got Lisa Riley in there. She loves a laugh. And, you know, Aitch and Angry Ginge are going to keep us giggling.
What's cracking me up is Martin Kemp and Roman Kemp is online every night on Twitter. I don't know whether you've seen this, Jack. But he's like, oh my God, Dad actually had a conversation on camera because he's like, where's the airtime for Martin Kemp?
I think that he'll win. Like, I feel like the winners of I'm A Celeb are boring, and I'm not like you never get like a character that wins the show. I feel like it's quite a bland show in general. Like, I look forward to it every year,
Wow.
and then I don't really watch it. God, shock horror, but it is.
It's bold opinions.
It is. It's not like Big Brother where you watch it for drama. I mean, yeah, I know Ruby's rubbed the wrong way. They've annoyed her a bit, but like apart from that, they're all getting on. It has been a bland series, a bland winner.
I think that there used to be a lot more drama when you look back to the Lady C days. I know you were out in Australia during that series, weren't you, I think?
I was.
And they've all, you know, do you remember when Gino D'Acampo, RIP, because I know he's been cancelled now, cooked a rat or something? Like it was really quite dramatic, the things they showed. So I think that it's definitely been sanitised. And when I've been out there covering the show, I love interviewing the campmates about stuff we didn't see, because there's always like an accident, like someone falls in the campfire or someone has an argument or someone storms off. But I think because ITV are under pressure to make it quite sanitised, they keep it very safe.
But why are they?
Well, advertisers, opinions, everything needs to be squeaky clean now, don't
It's
they?
the jewel in ITV's crown, as Flick says, and they can't have it going the same way as Strictly. But they take more risks with their shows like Big Brother and Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think the thing is, do you think that it's suffering because of this? Now, the viewing figures aren't what they once were. That's the same across the board for telly. But is it now missing that sort of spicy rat cooking drama?
I think that they could take a few more risks. I think that they could show a little bit more antagonism. But we saw that when Kelly Brook and Jack Osborne had a little tete-a-tete over cooking, Kelly Osborne immediately jumped to his defence and was being quite nasty on Instagram, saying, my brother's not a bully. So maybe, you know, they have to keep it quite safe.
Yeah.
I like that though. I think people are scared of opinions nowadays. No one wants to watch like a boring show, be it I'm A Celeb, Big Brother or whatever, or Love Island. They want to see personalities. And I feel like, you know, you're taking the joy out of TV.
But the good thing about I'm A Celebrity is I always think a star is born, and this year's star that's been born for me, I know he has got a fan base, but a lot of people won't know him, is Tom Reid-Wilson. I think you thought I was going to say Angry Ginge, didn't you? He's also a star, but I mean, he had a massive online following. I think that Tom Reid-Wilson is actually really popular with a lot of people watching. He's funny, isn't he?
I think there's two things that happen with I'm A Celebrity. There's the people who grow a massive fan base by being on the show, by how they are, Tom being one of those people. There'll be people who have been introed to him, who are now voting for him. But then ultimately it does just come down to your fan bases, which is why I think Martin will be in the final. Despite having very little impact on that camp and the show, be that because of airtime or being bland. I think looking at reader sentiment and what we're hearing from people and online and all that kind of thing, they love Martin.
You've got to remember as well, he was on EastEnders for so many years. He has obviously got the Spandau Ballet following. Interesting opinion, but we'll see.
Yeah, Hannah doesn't agree. She says, interesting opinion.
He'll win. I reckon he'll win. Like I say, like he's he's not offended anyone, so you're not going to cut off anyone that way. He's got a big following, and yeah, I reckon he'll win.
Surely Angry Ginge will win, though. He's the favourite, right?
Wow, he is currently the favourite. But let's dial into our favourite. I'm a Celeb reporter, Amir Zavi, who is doing well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Getting nice and tan now, so the trip's been worthwhile.
I was going to say, the glow up over the last couple of weeks, Amir. What's the plans for the rest of the week, though? We're going to start kicking them out pronto, aren't we?
Yeah, so they haven't confirmed it yet, ITV, but last year there was obviously a double eviction. It's often a thing. So might get one of them a bit later in the week. And yeah, obviously roll on Sunday now.
Very exciting. And what do we know about the final? Usually they do these massive trials, don't they? One final grisly test.
Yeah, well, they're not really giving much away so far. But yeah, obviously there's so much to look forward to. Like you've got Cyclone. That's always just amazing. And all the celebs, that seems to be the one thing that they all really want to do. So I think some of the ones we've spoken to this week have left a bit gutted that they didn't get the chance for that. But yeah, that's one of the highlights of the series for sure.
One of my highlights so far has been the hotel arrival scenes. Feel like they've been better than ever this year. Star of the show is Jack Osbourne's daughter, Maple.
Yeah. Oh my God, she's so cute. So this all started when Eddie came back to the hotel a few days ago, and they did a little shimmy together, and then it's suddenly become a thing. I think you obviously shared it on Instagram, and then Jack's wife, Ari, actually obviously reposted it as well. And then every day since then, it's sort of become a thing. Everyone does the rounds, and then they get to little Maple, do the shimmy with her. But when Ruby got back to the hotel today, I think the memo was a bit lost on her because she didn't seem to do it. But Maple was there, ready and raring to go. But it didn't happen today, unfortunately.
Maybe Ruby's hips weren't loosened up enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Ruby left last night. Who has been your favourite people to interview so far? Ruby, she sounds like she was great fun.
She was brilliant, yeah, as you'd expect. Like she's quite. So when we spoke to her before she went in to the jungle, she's quite obviously dry. Her sense of humour. So sometimes you need to work out a bit when she's having you on, having a laugh, and other times when she's being serious. And then today we got chatting to her, and we asked her about Shona McGarty and the contraband drama. Ooh. And how Shona had obviously eaten that bit of butter that she'd found and not shared it with anyone. And Ruby started saying that she's selfish, and she came in, her wording was that she came in as quite an insecure person, but she's come out of herself and she's verging on entitlement. So at first you think, oh God, does she mean that? And then listening back to the tape and stuff, I think she definitely, for sure, isn't happy about the contraband stuff that went down, because she said it affected other campmates as well, and it wasn't shared. That was the main thing. I think if it had been shared out, she wouldn't have cared.
But Ruby took that whole bag of licorice, all sorts, for herself.
Yeah, she didn't seem too bothered about that either. We asked her, and she said, "Oh, I didn't know that was for sharing. I don't understand the word share." So yeah, she's very cheeky.
She doesn't understand the word hypocrite either. She dropped a bombshell about Aitch and Shona though as well, didn't she?
Yes. So this has obviously been one of the ongoing storylines, that they've got a budding jungle romance. I think we all wanted that to happen, didn't we? Really. But we asked her about that, and she said that she'd actually tried to play Cupid in the camp and sort of had a conversation with both of them. This didn't obviously get aired on ITV at all, but she got chatting to Shona, and Shona said, look, he's not my type. She likes hunky, bigger men, and Shona apparently isn't Aitch's type either. So Ruby gave it her best shot, but unfortunately for all of us watching, even Ant and Dec, they're the ones who have been like cheerleading this massively. They really want it to happen. So do we. I don't think it's going to happen, according to Ruby Wax anyway.
I can't believe that she doesn't think that Aitch is hunky.
I know, yeah. I thought he's massive. He's really tall, isn't he? And
Well, I just
so he's a bit of a hunk. Not my type, but.
well, thanks, Mia. Best of luck for the rest of the week, and see you when you jet back from Down Under.
Thank you.
I mean,
See you later.
Bye, Mia.
Bye.
But what I mean is Aitch has got a huge female fan base who will be up in arms to hear him not called hunky.
Oh yeah, I don't get me wrong. People like fancy him, but like he's not a hunk. Like I can relate to Shona in that regard. Like give me a bit more bicep. Do you know what I mean?
He's a bit kind of what would you call, you know, like there was the Rat Boy Summer last year. He's a bit kind of that ilk for me. But I'm a bit older than Aitch, obviously.
Also, Shona. She obviously didn't get the memo about the Rat Boy Summer, did she? I love it. Well, we'll find out what happens. It's the live final on Sunday at 9:00. So you're going to be tuning in, watch parties?
I'm definitely going to be watching. I'd love to see Angry Ginge win, I think.
I think I'm washing my hair.
Lol. I wish that I'd been washing my hair yesterday. Shall I tell you why?
Tell us.
Spotify has absolutely schooled me. I have got absolute beef with my Spotify Wrapped.
Why?
Okay, so the first thing is, as we know, every year they come out with your top listens of the year. It's the UK's top listens. And this year they added your Spotify listening age. It's so clever of them because it's got everybody talking. Hannah, do you know what your age was?
Well, I was delighted that it shaved off 2 whole decades from my real age, and my listening age is 21.
So what did it say? Why did it give you that? What was the reason?
Because I listen to a lot of dance pop, the genre it says I listen to the most. So that's Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Lily Allen. What can I say? Spotify don't lie.
Jack?
Mine's 19, which, you know, it's giving Peter Pan, so I'm fine with that. Like,
yeah.
And again, mine said that I listen to more like new music. It did say that my second favorite genre was neoclassical, and I'll be honest with you, like, I don't know what that means, so I'm not sure about that one. But like, yeah, 19.
I think that there was 2 camps here. There was either the very flattering, immediately shared to your Instagram story, or the number of people I saw getting like 70, 80, and you just think they're not on Spotify, Han.
What was your age?
Well, mine was 18 as well. That's not why I have a problem with Spotify.
What's your issue?
I have no proof of this other than the very incidental fact that I know since March I've listened to a certain song nearly every day. And it didn't even feature in my top 5. It said I only played it 54 times this year, and I just know that's not true.
That's wild. Well, potentially because they obviously record messages from certain artists, don't they? Saying, oh, you're in my top, I don't know, 10% or whatever. And those certain artists like Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift, Lewis Capaldi, you know, are the ones who are on speed dial. So maybe that does add up.
I bet Wes Nelson would film one for you, Flick. Don't you worry. Get him on the line.
Am I Wes Nelson's like #1 fan?
No, but it was Yellow, and we did like Yellow. Like, shout out, like it was a good song. Like,
Is this Wes Nelson?
Yeah,
is he a singer now?
Wes Nelson, the song Yellow is actually really good.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
but
I wouldn't have
he's
put it in
not
my
my
top
top listen of the year, babes. Spotify says that he is. But diving into the data, Jack, you did a proper job on this, not just a whimsical rant, and looked at what the UK had been listening to.
Yeah, so it's really embarrassing for us Brits. Like, we're very much in our flop here. Like, in our top 10, there's not a single Brit that features. It's all like American music. And I get it. Like, look, you've got your Ariana Grande, your Sabrina Carpenters, Taylor Swift. But like, I thought that Oasis, I think it's like 1.5 million people went to that reunion tour. So I'd have thought people would be listening to Oasis as they get ready for the gig or after they've seen the gig to play it. But they don't even feature. I mean, they have got over like, I think it's 120 million streams. So they've got a lot. But like, it's not. It's not like that, no.
No Charlie XCX.
Charlie's not there. Even in the songs, that only in the top 10 for the UK stream songs, there's only Messy by Lola Young, which is number 3. And that was actually released in 2024.
Yeah, it's old, isn't it?
Yeah, like a lot of the songs on the charts, or the end of year charts, are released the year before. Like, I think it just shows that it's been a bit of a slow year for music in general. Don't get me wrong, there's been some like standouts, but like, yeah, I think that's the case.
Or they just aren't correctly recording the plays.
Maybe.
I need to take this beef off the barbecue, don't I?
Yeah, I think I don't want a Spotify coming for me. So.
Yeah, they've got very deep pockets, Flick. So
Do you know what surprised me? Rihanna is still in the top 10 despite not having a hit in the last decade.
wow.
Literally, and only released one song, which is Friend of Mine from the Smurfs soundtrack. And that peaked at like 76. It was definitely in the 70s for 1 week and then flopped right off the charts. Like, it wasn't a hit, but let's not pretend better than I thought it was going to be. But like, yeah, what is going on? But obviously next year she's got her tour, so she'll be huge.
No Dua Lipa either.
Dua who?
Dua Lipa. I find it really interesting from a psychological viewpoint in that I'm obviously quite angry about the fact that my song didn't feature. Why do we care so much what people think about our listening taste?
What is your song, by the way? You keep mentioning your song.
So it's slightly niche. My friend makes music. Yeah, DJ Klaus. Yeah, so it's like electronic music. And I know that it was a song that he made me for my birthday. And I know that I played it almost every day because it's such good vibes. And it's not on there.
That's so cool.
So I do have sort of genuine...
Do you have to be a registered artist, though?
That's a good point. But he is on Spotify. I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
Put him in Bizarre.
Yeah.
Bizarre, exactly, yeah.
But why do we care what people think of our listening taste?
I think people are very judgy about music, aren't they? Like, there's a genre that maybe would be cooler, or an artist that may be cooler, and love Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter, but I don't know if a lot of my peers would necessarily say that they are cool. What do you think, Jack?
I don't know. I think you can tell a lot about a person by their music taste.
Yeah.
So like my top album was Tortured Poets, which was released in 24. My top song was Fortnight by Taylor, which had 245 plays, I think it was. And all my top 10 is basically giving Sad Boy, not even Sad Boy Summer, just Sad Boy Year. And I think like that is correct. So if you look, I find it really interesting to see what people are listening to, because you can relate to it. Like you can see, okay, they had a really great year. They had a bit of a bad year.
It's like reading their diary, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Yes. I'll send you some DJ Klaus. It'll cheer you up.
That's what I need. That's what I need.
Right, Hannah, the reason why I was so keen for you to come on Showbiz Fix this week is because the Brazier family have had quite the year. And at the Weekend in the Sun on Sunday, you covered a new twist to this, which was the saga between Freddie and his girlfriend, Holly. What's the latest?
So Holly is pregnant with Freddie's baby. She is his girlfriend. They only met in the summer. They actually met on TikTok. But she hadn't really had her say. We've been talking a lot about the fact that he's going to become a dad. Jeff Brazier is going to become a granddad. So I sat down with her and yeah, she spilled the tea. Apparently Jeff has been very supportive. He actually paid the 800 quid for the paternity test that Freddie and Nan Jackie Budden, who was Jay Goody's mother, demanded that she do to prove that Freddie was the daddy. And also she revealed that she'd had enough of Freddie's partying and smoking marijuana. So that's why she cut him off and they've now split for good.
Messy split from the sounds of it.
Very messy split. But what's also quite odd is that Jeff Brazier has also split from his wife of about 6 years this summer as well. So lots of splits in the Brazier household. Jeff, however, has moved to a bigger house that has room for Holly and the baby should they want to come and visit. I actually caught up with Jeff at the Tully's Farm Christmas Lights Festival on Friday, and he was like, me and my ex-wife Kate actually split in the summer, but we needed some time, so we just kept it quiet for 3 months. And we know that he's got, his hands full with Freddie, who I would say is quite a troubled youngster. So I think he's just trying to do the right thing by him. But he's had an interesting week himself, hasn't he, with Ruth Langsford?
Yes. Did you see this, Jack? It was awkward.
I did, but also Freddie should grow up. I feel like Freddie should just take responsibility for his actions. Like, I've been following it. I've never met him. Like, I know they've had a rough upbringing, but like, just pull your finger out.
You say rough upbringing because obviously their mum Jade died of cervical cancer when they were really young. So yeah, they've grown up without their mum. But I think Jeff's done his best as a dad. They've always had like
that's what I mean. That I feel like Jeff has given them a nice stable upbringing. I think Freddie's just
But it's interesting, isn't it? Because the tensions are kind of coming to the surface because was it This Morning in Loose Women?
Yeah.
Jeff had a bit of a on-screen kind of, what would you call it, a clash with Ruth Langsford.
Yeah, exactly that. So it was that she complimented him and he sort of told her off for what she'd said.
Eating into his screen time, wasn't it?
Yeah. You don't do that with Ruthie.
No,
Come on.
She's the dame of morning TV. And I think he got a little bit of a stern telling off by ITV backstage. So I'm sure he'll be a bit more polite going
I
forward.
bet he's quite stressed, to be honest with you. Like, I bet, like, obviously we only see what we see in the papers, but like, I bet behind the scenes he's got to live with this 24/7. Like, I bet it's a lot.
Well, look, I think that people are now speculating, aren't they, that potentially Freddie and Jeff can both be really there for each other going through this, you know, like you say, moving into the house. When you spoke to Holly, I'm interested because you interview a lot of people going through big moments of their life. How is she coping? Because she wasn't famous.
No, she's actually been reported to be a model and influencer, but she's none of those things, actually. She used to just work for her mum's company. And yeah, she's, like you say, just a normal person.
Yeah.
And I think she what was quite funny is that she said that she didn't know that Freddie's mum was Jade Goody and didn't even know who Jade Goody was because she was just 4 when Jade died. And her mum actually said when she saw a picture of Freddie, oh, that's Jade Goody's son. But she's okay. I think she's looking forward to becoming a mum. She's, 5 months gone now. And I think she's just trying to, get a good head on her shoulders because she's also really young. She's only 22. So I think she's just looking to the future. But yeah, she seems nice. She seems, like she's got her head screwed on.
And in terms of Jeff and his TV work, is he now a resident on those daytime shows? He's sort of a roving reporter.
Yeah, he does all the competitions for This Morning. I mean, he's got quite a jammy job. He gets to go out to like all these different countries and say, I'm in Malta, I'm in Spain, which is quite nice. But yeah, he earns really good money from that. And he also, I think, does some sport work as well. So he's really carving a good career as a TV presenter now. He actually started on Shipwrecked. I bet you don't remember that show, do you? Do you remember it, Flip?
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Shipwrecked.
I remember the newer version.
Okay.
Yeah, the newer, less good version.
There's some hotties on there, to be fair.
That's wild. I completely forgotten that.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Lots, I think, will continue to emerge around this because this family continues to be dramatic, doesn't it?
And there's lots of interest in them. People care because they all remember Jade Goody. And also, we haven't even mentioned the brother Bobby is on this, has been an actor on EastEnders, and he's now found himself in Hare Krishna and is off in India doing religious things.
You couldn't write it, could you? Like, you couldn't.
No.
It's wild.
Screams reality show, doesn't it?
Yeah, I
It does,
know,
yeah.
quite.
Someone call him up.
Knocking on the door for that. Right, so I'm desperate to hear what you're binning and binging this week. Jack, do you want to go first?
Yeah, so I'm binning P. Diddy again.
Oh.
So basically, they've got the new Netflix show. It was out this week. 50 Cent has produced it, which is obviously P. Diddy's rival. So at first I thought this is going to be a bit of a hit piece, but it seems really balanced. I mean, obviously he comes off horrendously because he's clearly a horrible man, but it is quite interesting to watch how it goes on and just what happened behind the scenes. He actually filmed the lead up to his arrest, like his team did, because clearly he was that arrogant. He thought he was going to get off, and I guess he was going to do like some sort of documentary about how he, took on the world and he won and how he was wrong, but obviously end up inside, hopefully never come out again. But that just sort of sums up the man, really. And it's just wild how much people can get away with, just because they're famous. And I was at the VMAs in 2023 when he won his last big award. He won Global Icon. And honestly, it was like he was God there. He was flanked by his family, so it looks like, family man. And in reality, he's like beating women, doing all sorts. It's horrendous, but it's just a really interesting fall from grace, if not a hard watch.
You said as well that the episode involving Cassie was a very hard
Yeah, so
watch.
episode 3 involves his ex-girlfriend Cassie. They were together for like 10 years. And she's been really brave by speaking out. She's not in the documentary, but speaking out about what happened. And it is horrific. It's just horrific what he did. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that she's telling the truth. Like, just bin the man. Throw away the key.
What are you loving?
Kylie.
Oh,
My little face lit up. So on Friday, Kylie Christmas is out, which is Kylie's new Christmas album. A decade ago, she had a Christmas album. She's now got the same one, but there's 4 new songs. She's in the running for Christmas #1 with XMAS. I've actually seen Kylie more than probably my family this year. I've actually seen her in about an hour's time after I got off this filming. And I think it's just really nice to see someone that's nice do well in the industry. And it's like wholesome Christmas fun, like good on her.
Hal always says that he loves it when pop stars still just love being a pop star because there's so many who, as we know, quickly lose the love of what they're doing.
Oh my God, she clearly absolutely loves it. Like whenever I meet her, I'm always a bit nervous, like, oh, I've got to ask questions that she's probably been asked before. she absolutely loves it. She works the room, like she's well up for a laugh. Like, fair play to her.
Oh, I love that. Hannah.
So I am binging The Beast in Me, also on Netflix. It's a high suspense drama. It stars Claire Danes and Welsh actor Matthew Rhys, and it's absolutely compelling, if not a bit scary.
Oh, did you binge it all in one or say bits and bobs?
Over about 3 nights. It was one of those where I was watching it with my husband and we were like, shall we watch another episode? But it's getting really late, but we want to see what happens next. So yeah, utterly compulsive.
Wow. And what are you binning?
I'm binning Christmas party hangovers. I'm sure a lot of people will have these in December. I've already had one this week and they are not fun.
Was the party good?
The party was good, yes. Thank you, Jack.
It's worth it.
I was just going to say that's why you didn't binge The Beast in Me all in one night, because you were out.
Yeah, exactly.
So this week I am binging all the new formats going on YouTube. So obviously TV, every day I'm watching TV as deputy TV editor. It's really nice to see people not just waiting for a channel to pick it up and just getting it on YouTube. So I don't know whether you've heard that Graham Norton's company, So Television, have a new program called Comedians Taking Penalties, which is hosted by Chloe Petts, who's a female comic. It's so funny. I just think penalties generally are hilarious, even as someone that doesn't follow football. And the comedians are just all so funny. And it's on YouTube, so you can binge it on your telly in the normal way. So I love that. But I don't know whether you also saw that GK Barry has a new documentary, which is on in collab with Lad Bible on their new YouTube stories arm. And it's about, let me get the name of this right, it's called How Real is Porn? So she's doing a Bonnie Blue deep dive. Not in the way that Bonnie Blue does,
Blue
though.
loves a deep dive.
So I love that. Telly for all. I'm binning Celebrities Getting Away with Car Crime.
Oh,
I just feel like a few times we've mentioned celebrities on here, such as Emma Watson with her speeding fine, and Holly this week, obviously. Holly Willoughby broke a moped driver's neck in a crash, and she's been in court and she's been fined and all these things. And thank goodness the driver's okay. But I feel like we should all drive safe, especially at Christmas. So that's my PSA.
Why is it always a Mini as well? These ITV stars are always crashing in a Mini.
And
like, Mini need better PR.
And McPartlin, he was in a Mini, wasn't he? Is that what you mean? Yeah.
So was Holly.
Drive safe, everyone. That's your Showbiz Fix for this week. Remember to subscribe to us here on the Sun Showbiz YouTube channel for all the inside TV and celebrity gossip. And you can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. See you next week.